Alright guys, so we're going to be flushing the heater core in my 2012 Jeep Wrangler. What happens is sometimes when I'm stopped at a stoplight and not actually moving, the air that comes out of the vents blows cold. When I start moving, it heats up again. And I've heard it's because possibly something's clogged in your heater core. So the coolant flows in this way and back out this way. So what we need to do is we're going to force water through it the opposite way and hopefully get that blockage out. Now what you're going to need to do this is you're going to need two hoses, well actually one hose, and I just cut it in half. I'll leave a link for everything in the description below. So I got this 5/8 hose, I think it was like 10 feet, and I cut it in half. And I got these couplings because we need to connect this to the existing hoses. I suggest when you do it, maybe don't slide the Jeep hose all the way in. You might not be able to get out. It's already hard enough to get this other side out. And then you'll need this to connect a garden hose to push the water through. You'll also need another one with a cup link and just an empty end. And we're going to stick this in a bucket when it flows, so it'll just drain into this bucket down there. So we're going to start by taking these two hoses off. I actually have this hose clamp tool. It's pretty cool. It'll pinch these clamps so you can slide them off easier. I'll leave a product link for the description, or a link for this in the description below for this part. So what we're going to do is put this here, and we're going to squeeze this. And as you squeeze it, this will lock in to keep the clamp from tightening up again. So now it's kind of loose. Might need to go one more. There we go. Now it's loose. You can slide that back. Just press this button and it'll release the clamp. And then we'll do the bottom one. All right, so if I had to guess, it's going to get a little bit messy. Hopefully not too bad. Let's go ahead and pull this off. Actually, let me get another tool real quick. So these hoses were a lot harder to take off than I thought. They were like stuck on there good. So what I took or got was a small screwdriver. Just kind of stuck it up between the hose and this metal piece and just slowly worked my way all the way around each one until they became easy to kind of pop off. Like I said, don't rush on it. You don't want to break these hoses, otherwise you'll have to replace it from the back of the engine compartment to the front, and you won't be able to really go anywhere for a little bit. All right, let me show you what I got going on here. So we have the garden hose hooked up to the out. We have the in hooked up to a bucket down here. So next thing to do is go ahead and run some water through it. Let's see what happens. Like I say, you don't need to use a lot of pressure, you're just back flushing it. Hopefully nothing leaks. Let's find out. I'm probably doing too much, but just to make sure you get everything out. So at first there was some real dark, like that pinkish looking antifreeze. I do have extra antifreeze to put in this Jeep. I'm probably gonna prime the heater core before reconnecting it, just to try to get out the air and stuff. But we went ahead, we flushed it, and now I'm going to, on this end, I'm just gonna kind of blow through here to get the rest of that water out. All right, so that should have most of the water out. The antifreeze I have is already diluted 50-50, so that would just kind of mess up the mixture of the water. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect all these hoses and reconnect the heater core. All right, for the Jeep Wrangler, there's a couple different antifreezes or coolant. This is the kind mine takes. Make sure you get the right kind, because if you get the wrong one, if they mix, they'll start to like sludge up in your engine and in your radiator and all that, causing more problems. So I poured some into here, and I've got this little tube to try to feed it into the heater core. I'm not sure how much we'll need. I'll just kind of fill up until it starts to come out of the top. So hopefully this won't be too messy. All right, so it's filled up like right to here. So we're gonna have to do this pretty quick. Take the finger off and slide it on. Would have liked to do it a little quicker, but there's gonna be a little bit of mess down there, a little bit spilled. It's not too big of a deal. I'll go ahead and clean that up. All right, now I'll just clamp on this last clamp. All right, it's good to go. Heater core's flushed. Probably gonna have a little bit of antifreeze burning smell here for a little while, because some did spill down into there, but it should burn off, be all right. What I'm gonna do last is I'm just gonna run the engine for a little bit with this off, try to get the air bubbles out. Hopefully it circulates through, and I'll top this off if I need to. But other than that, that's how you flush your heater block in a Jeep Wrangler 2012. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.